Hi, everybody. It is Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Take two. I'm not sure what happened with the last little glitch, so hopefully you guys will find me again. Okay, it says I am running live, so I'm trying to look at my computer at the same time. So hopefully you're jumping back on. There we go. See how your page is growing. Okay. All right. Yay, we've got somebody on. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to find me again here. I did post a comment on the last one saying, come back, look for me again. Okay, Rosanna's back. Yay. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened, but I lost connection. So I saw a couple others. Linda found me again. Yay. Sukumber is watching. Okay, good. You guys are finding me back. Yay. Becky, glad you found your way back. Thank you. And thank you again for sharing the video. I so appreciate that. Okay, let me see if I can get Nancy Spears. Okay. All right, let me see if I can get it up on my computer. That's the last one. I don't want that one. Okay, let's try this. All right. It is back. Okay, so go ahead and leave comments so I know that you were here. I know there's still a few others that, thank you, Linda. I so appreciate that. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Like I said, I had a busy work weekend. Tony worked down here in our area. So we are gaining progress a little bit. Next week, I may be in another area trying to do the video as he's working more and more over into my section. So hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining. Okay, so glad to see that most of you are finding your way back again. Again, I don't know what happened, technical issues, whatever. I kind of lost the feed, I guess. So let's see what's going on. Tomorrow's February 1st. There is a brand new collection. Talent takes time. Love it, Linda. There's a brand new collection coming out that starts tomorrow. It's an exclusive and early release collection. Sharon, I'm glad you found your way back too. I showed you the designer paper last week, which I will share again a little bit tonight. We are using it tonight on the projects. There's a stamp set. The whole collection is called All Together. And it is the stamp set, the dies, the designer paper, and then there are 10 brand new Stampin' Blends that are awesome. I forgot to grab those, but you'll be able to see it a little bit on the flyer as I show you that and the stamp set. It's a really cool set, and the paper is to die for. So let's go ahead and flip you down. Again, make sure that you are commenting, that you are sharing the video. Those of you who follow every week, I do post it on my blog tomorrow so that you have a reference again. It'll be on Facebook, and then I also share it on my YouTube channel. If you are not a YouTube channel subscriber right now, I would love for you to join me on that, and then you will get notification when I do post new videos on there also. Okay, so give me a minute. We will flip the camera down. So there's this. Okay, let me get the holder down. And I know this is not a super professional way to do it, but it works for me. So you have it. It is an awesome collection. I really, really like it. And we've got some shadows going on here tonight. Okay, so hopefully it's all good. Let me see. All right. Okay, we are going. Okay, so here is the flyer. It is the Here Together stamp set, and then the Here For You dies. The dies look way better here than if I open the dies and show them to you, because these are all backwards and hard to see. But how cool is this? Here For You. It's a die that cuts out so then you can put those words right onto the front of your card. The pinky holding hands, and then the heart shaping hands. And then there's a little heart die. That's actually shown at 100%. The rest of these are not. The stamp set has some great greetings on it. The paper, like I said, I showed you last week, and I will share it again with you tonight. And then the 10 different Stampin' Blends. And so they come in a 2-pack, just like the regular ones. There's a light, a medium, a medium deep, and a deep. So, and it's numbered here. So you kind of get kind of the pinky white flesh tones, all the way into some of the darker, but I've seen some phenomenal things done with these already. Hi, Lori. Thanks for joining. So here you can see the whole collection all together. You get the stamp set, the paper, the blends, and the dies for $105, or you can buy each of the items separately, again, beginning tomorrow. Okay. There's a couple of samples. This is one of the designer papers, and isn't that awesome? Look at all the different colors of skin that they have going. Just love it. And then this fun one with the pinky. So the die will cut that out for you. Okay, so that's going on tomorrow. I'm not sure there's anything else tomorrow other than Celebration Continues. Okay. And so tonight we're going to use, I asked last week, what do you guys want me to show or share? And I had a couple people say Valentine cards, and a couple people said masculine Valentine cards. We've done quite a few Valentine cards over the last month between classes that I've been doing and sharing on my blog, and then the Facebook Lives with the projects and cards to go along with them. But I decided masculine was kind of a good way to go. And so I decided black and white. I didn't really want pink. I did end up throwing some red in there because it is Valentine's. But here is the paper. There's the one that I showed you that they just kind of took and cut one of these out and used this on the card front, coloring it with all the different skin tones. Love it. But if you don't want that, you've just got fun geometrics. Here's a fun one. Makes your eyes go a little crazy, but a really pretty print. That one I love also. This one is just very sweet with the little white hearts on a black background. And then another fun geometric one. Can't go wrong with diagonal stripes. And then how fun, just with some leaves. You could color some of that in a little bit. Even on the whites and things, you could brayer over or use your, not brayer, blending brush and put some color over the top of it. And that would be very, very pretty. Okay. All right. And then there's another hand one. This one I think is just cool. Cut in half as a portion on a card. And then another geometric. Another really cute heart one. I think this one's adorable. The little pinky fingers. Another geometric one. Another geometric one. And then there is that. Okay, there's a couple others that I will share with you also. All right, Sue, what did you, and it's not sharing the comments with me. Okay, I will catch up on comments afterwards if I miss it on the phone because it's not cooperating with me. Okay, this is the current host code. I will be closing this out probably on Wednesday, and then I'll have a new host code for you, but this is the current one. Okay, and for all of the comments and sharing, I did a drawing, and I'm giving away this week the 21-23 in color jewels, so they will fit right inside the card that I will mail out, and the winner is Tina E. So Tina, Annie, pop her off a little text letting her know this is coming her way because I don't think she's on yet tonight. Emily, thanks for joining. So I will be popping this in the mail to Tina as a fun little stamping embellishments for her. So make sure that you do share because you never know what I might draw out. Okay, so tonight we are going to do 4 cards out of a 6x6 piece of designer paper. Okay, isn't that one a crazy one? That one really makes your eyes go a little bonky. But we're going to use this side of it. Hi, Lisa. And it's kind of a one-sheet wonder that I saw from a Stampin' friend, Leanne Greff, from North Dakota. And I thought this was kind of cool, a different way. We're getting 4 cards out of this one piece, and it's just some different cuts. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to line up. We're going to measure at 1.5 inches, and I'm just going to put a pencil mark. And it's on black, so it's going to be a little hard. You're probably not going to see it well, but I will be able to. And we're going to turn it, and we're going to keep doing it on all 4 sides. We're just going to mark at 1.5 inches. Okay, so there's 2. We're going to do it on the 3, and then we're going to do it on the 4. You guys always ask me about the layers on the One Sheet Wonders. I have a really fun way to do that on this one. Okay, then we are going to pull in the paper trimmer. Okay, let's see. And remember, I'm a lefty, so I tend to cut opposite you guys. Okay, so we're going to start out, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm in. Okay, here is my pencil mark there, and here is my pencil mark here. I know you can't see it very well, but I can. I'm going to line those up with the track on my cutter. Okay. And get the scoring blade out of the way, and then I'm just going to cut it. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it. Nope. Then I'm going to take this. And now I got to get it up this way because I've got to be able to use the bottom. Okay. Here's my pencil mark again. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Here's my pencil mark. And I'm just lining this flat edge up at the bottom. And then we're just going to cut. Okay, so now we have 2 pieces. And the funny thing is, check this out. They are the same, even though we cut them like that. Okay, and so now we're going to do the same thing with the other piece. We're going to line the flat edge up at the bottom. We're going to line that 1.5 inch mark in the cutting track, and we're going to cut. And now again, we have 2 pieces that are the same, that are the same, that are the same. Okay? How cool is that? With 2 cuts across, we got 4 pieces that look different the way they're laid out, but they're all exactly the same. Okay? So now, here's the fun part. Can you imagine trying to cut a mat for this 4 times? So now I'm going to take a piece of real red, and this piece, my designer paper was 6 by 6. Now we're going to take a piece of real red that is 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches. Okay? And then we are just going to lay our papers back onto here. Right now we're just going to lay them for placement. Okay. All right, and here is one thing that I did find. These are all the same size, so there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. It does shift a little bit right here in the center, but we're going to fix that when we cut it. Okay, so we're going to take green glue, and we are just going to adhere our designer paper right down onto this piece. Okay, we're just going to give it a small border. And we're going to do that with all 4 pieces. Okay, and with the green glue, you can make some adjustments as to placement. And this one I could have done over a little bit more. Okay, and then our third piece, we're going to line that up. And then our last one. So again, 4 pieces of designer paper that all end up being the same. Yay, Linda, I'm glad you like this. This is kind of right up your alley of things, isn't it? Cheryl, this is another great one for you with all of your making a bunch. Cheryl, after class that I had last Wednesday, we were talking about someone who makes cards and donates them to a nursing home. And Cheryl sent me a list, and now I can't remember how many it was, but she has made something like 50 Valentine cards. Valentine's is her season, so she has made a bunch of cards. So this is a great way to accomplish that. Okay, so now we're going to pull this paper trimmer back in here again. Okay, and I'm going to try to get this in screen a little bit better. But what we're going to do is we're going to line this up. This one's the worst, I will say. Okay, so what I'm going to do is the edge of this designer paper, I'm going to line up with the edge of my paper trimmer so that I can see the paper. That will give me about a little more than 1/8 of an inch. Now, because this didn't line up exact, I'm only going to cut to the center. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it, and I could have gone a little bit more. And we're going to do it again. We're going to line that designer paper edge up with the edge of the trimmer bar, I guess I should say, and check that out. Now, I got a little close there, but I can very easily put this back in here and trim it down again so that I get a little more even, okay? And we're going to go through and we're going to do that on all 4 of these pieces. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to cut this one. Look at that. That's pretty good just by itself. Then we're going to come back in here again. And we're going to trim this one. I'm going to go all the way up this time. And then we're going to turn it. I'm going to turn it this way. And then we're going to cut it again. Okay, not too bad. And then our last one, we will just clean up the edges a little bit. Okay, there are our 4 pieces matted on Real Red. Now, if you know Peggy, you know that 2 layers is always better than 1, right? So now I have a piece of basic black that is 7 inches by 7 inches. And now we are going to do the exact same thing and get a layer of black on here. Okay, so again, we're just going to take our green glue and we are going to adhere these down. And so Linda's brain is just spinning with ideas. Okay, then I want you to be sharing them on my Stamp with Peggy page, my VIP group, okay? We want to see the things that you're doing with these things. You guys are always welcome to post some things there. Let's share so everybody can see the fun things that we're doing. Okay, let's get that one on. Okay, here is a 3rd one. Oh, and my edges are getting a little different. Well, I can't take credit for this, Sue. This idea was, again, from Leanne Greff in, I think it's North Dakota is where she's at. I just saw, I kind of did a search on One Sheet Wonders, and I came across this, and I thought, okay, this is awesome, because I'm seeing lots of these kind of angled cards, and they just look really hard to do. And I thought this concept with my layers and layers was pretty cool. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing again. we are going to line that red edge up there some, and then we're going to turn. And so even your time factor on it is not real bad on trying to get them made. Okay, then we're going to fix that one that got a little crooked. So how cute is that? Okay, let's fix this one. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we've got about 2 more cuts here. Okay, so we're going to line that up. Now that one got a little close, but it's still workable. All right, now we're going to fix this a little bit. And then this. Beautiful. All right, let me clean up all my messes. We're going to get the paper trimmer out of the way. Okay, now we're going to bring in our bases, which I just used thick basic white. And I forgot my bone folder again. And you can see that without your bone folder, it does not give you a nice crisp fold. Even with your fingernail, it still wants to pop open. Sue likes the funky angles. Yeah, it's just fun and different. It's not your just normal one-sheet wonder with our little rectangles and squares. Okay, so we have 4 pieces, and we are going to, let's do it like this. We're going to do 2 vertical and 2 horizontals. Okay, and then our pieces will go like this. I don't want that. Let's see, which way did I do that? Like this. And then I did on the bottom like that. And then again on the bottom like this. Okay, so we can go ahead and adhere it, and I'm going to, and then I will stamp. Normally I say stamp before, but I am going to break my own rule here. And so, oh goodness, come on. Okay, and so I'm just going to line it up again, giving myself the side and bottom border. So there's 1. And then and again, we're going to go down on the bottom here. And I'm in view enough. Barely, right? Okay, rule breaker. Yeah, that's me, all right. Wild child here. Okay, and then this one goes up at the top so that all 4 cards, even though the pieces are all different, all 4 cards look a little bit different because of the placement of these pieces. And then our wording gets stamped and goes in different places. Don't you love this black and white paper? Okay, then the greeting, I didn't want, because it's masculine, I didn't want just all kind of lovey-dovey-ish. So I'm using the Best Delivery stamp set in the mini catalog, and it's sending lots of love today and each day after. Okay, thought that was really cool. It works great for birthdays. There is a little inside one you could do, loving thoughts to guide you into your next adventure. Wishing you all the best. But we are just going to do this, and then you can write your little love note to your husband, to your sons, to your grandsons, whichever you choose. Okay, so I'm using Memento ink. And on this first one, and I just stuck my finger in it, we're going to stamp down here in this lower corner. And I think I'm a little crooked, but not bad. Okay, and there's that. And then I used the heart punch pack, and I punched 4 black hearts. And then I used the Bouquet of Love dies that I shared with you last week. It's this one. We're using this smaller stitched one. Okay. And I am just, let's see which way I did it. I adhered, let's go back to our glue here. I adhered a red heart to the center of the black heart. And then, of course, our dimensionals to adhere the heart. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yay! I'm glad. Tina, I'm glad you got on. If Annie texted you, you won the In Color Jewels. So I will be getting those in the mail to you. Okay, so there's card number 1. Okay, and so then we are going to move to this one. And I'm looking over here at my cheat ones. And we are going to stamp down here in this lower right corner. All right, Sue, make sure you share them then. Okay, everybody wants to see if you're going to make these exact ones or are you going to do them a little bit different. Okay. These actually all 4, I mean, I have 3 grandsons and a granddaughter. My granddaughter is a little bit of a tomboy, so this works great for her also because it's got some red that can be a little bit girly, right? Evie is not a girly girl. She does like fingernails and some of those fun things. All right, so that one's going to go down there. And then we'll pull them all back out so that you can see all of them. Okay, here's our one that's at the bottom. So we are going to stamp. And we're going to stamp up here. Jackie, I'm glad you like this one. Okay, and then we have a heart. Yay, Roseanne, I'm so happy. Glad you guys are liking this. Make sure you show everybody else. We want everybody to love doing what we do, right? I have Wednesday night, my first night of Stampin' Club again. We take December and January off, and then we start again in February. So I get to see the ladies again after a couple months off. Okay, there's card number 3. And then the final card is like this. And this time, again, we're going to go down into the lower left. So we're using the same words on all of them. And let's close that ink up. And then we've got a final heart on a black heart. See, there's like no thinking about, oh, let's see what color goes with this. We can just go to town. Okay, this, and then you can also add some hearts. This Best Delivery stamp set has a little heart. You could stamp a couple of hearts on the envelopes in real red, and that would be really cute. Okay, like this. Or you could even, this one is kind of cut at the side so that it can stamp like on the edge of the truck. So you could stamp that on the edge of the envelope. That would be really cute too. And then here's the other one that you could do. All right. And so here are, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's make sure that I am in screen so that you can see those. Okay, and then the other paper that I used is kind of just a small check. Put the hearts on the truck, you got it. You could put the truck on here if you wanted to get into more detail. That would be really cute too, but with this, I thought this is just perfect, sweet and simple. And so then here are the other designer papers that I used. Okay, so just like that, we have 8 cards ready to go in the mail to make some people happy. You could do this very easily, switch it out, change the greeting on it to a birthday. turn them into a little more feminine with a flower on it. Find some of the, go through some of the other punches and things, die cuts as to what you could add in here that's a little bit different to change the look up. But that's what we did with this. Let's pull this back over here again. Okay, we're gonna move these. So again, I will have the dimensions and things on my blog post tomorrow, and then also on the YouTube video. Okay, so again, here are the fun papers. The Ladybug class that I have later this month, we are using this paper. As a participant in that, you do get a package of the paper. Balloons in place of hearts, exactly. And then this stamp set has balloons also. It would be very pretty. You could use some real floral paper on it. And yes, Cheryl, you could make some anniversary cards. So it's just endless, the things that you can do with this very simple one sheet wonder. Okay, so for now, you guys have a great week. Next week will be February 7th. We are at that point a little late for Valentine's, so we will move on to one of the other fabulous items that are in the mini catalog. I got to do a little looking because I may not do just one of the super simple type things like the Cactus Cuties, the Hello Ladybug. I am doing that class, like I said. So we'll take a look and see what kind of fun things that we can do next Monday night. Okay, if you have suggestions of a fun fold or a technique or something that you would like to see, pop them in the comments so that I can take a look and see what kind of things you'd like to see. Okay, for now, have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Bye-bye.